Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing, well, the possibility of new Thai tax law. And until we have new Thai tax law, there is no new Thai tax law. Let's just jump in here. I thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Pattaya Mail, that's pattayamail.com. Article is titled, Webinar Discounts Rumors of Tax Exemptions for Expats. Quote, although it is possible that the incoming administration of Premier Anutin Chanvirakul could make a public statement, the current rules still apply at this time. That means that most kinds of foreign income transmitted here since January 1, 2024 have been potentially taxable in this country. Well, maybe, maybe not. As I've discussed at length and rather passionately in other videos, I would really like it if folks out there would not make inappropriate conclusions as it pertains to Thai tax law. Because frankly, it's led to a lot of consternation in the expat community and frankly, a lot of problems. I've seen a lot of people have come to me in the aftermath of frankly talking to charlatans effectively who didn't need to do things. And they've come to me and then they'll get into the office and we refer them over to our tax professionals. And they'll often come back to me and they'll be like, Mr. Ben, you know, this guy didn't need to file this thing and now he's in the system and, you know, I don't want to necessarily say that to him. And, you know, I oftentimes will just be like, look, you didn't need to do this, but now you're in this and this is, you know, my colleague is going to tell you how this is going to proceed, but this is just how it is. You know, again, as I've discussed in other videos, I'm not doing this to boast, but look, I am Thai. I did naturalize to Thai citizenship, not bringing that up again as a boast. I'm bringing it up because I've tried to be conscientious about this. I'm not drawing conclusions when I'm talking about Thai tax matters. I'm just simply basically talking about this from an informational, educational standpoint. And moreover, from a baseline perspective, it is not illegal for me to be discussing it. As we've discussed in other videos, and we'll stick this up on screen, it's from Department of Employment, Ministry of Education, or of Labor, or Department of Labor. You know, the restricted occupations are clear regarding foreigners being restricted from engaging in matters pertaining to tax accounting and legal counseling. It's clear as a bell in there. Well, again, I'm putting that up on screen. So that just is what it is, okay? And as I've discussed in other videos, it can lead you to problems by getting quote-unquote advice. It's really not right to call it advice if it's illegal for it to be dispensed. So the point I'm trying to make there is be careful. And the reason I'm making these videos and I get so passionate is I have seen people damaged by this, put in a position they did not otherwise need to be in because of the machinations of people who aren't qualified to dispense this kind of advice in the first place. Now, that being said, going back to this whole issue, until we get a new law or until we get a new memo or until we get a new regulation, we don't have a new law, memo, or regulation, and therefore there's no point really ruminating on it. It's really just an exercise in wheel spinning to no particular benefit to anyone other than, again, making a lot of expats really nervous, oftentimes for no real reason at all, because as I've said in prior videos, it's my opinion the vast majority of expats, although again, you can't make broad sweeping statements as to everybody, but the vast majority of expats don't even really need to worry about this stuff. But again, there are those out there who have spun this up to create a bunch of demand or artificial demand for their quote-unquote services, which again, in many cases, again, pursuant to the restricted occupations and the various labor laws here in Thailand, are arguably illegal to begin with, but never mind, you know, it's caused damage to the public. Because again, I've seen multiple people that have done things they didn't otherwise need to do, and what they've done has been to their detriment. So the thing to take away from this video, at least for now, there is no new tax law to the best of my knowledge or anything we've seen in Thailand as of yet. We will be keeping you updated on this channel pertaining to that, but until that time, it's probably a good idea not to speculate and not to get into the whole quagmire of misnomer regarding tax matters here in the Kingdom of Thailand.